to The Late Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is a veteran Navy pilot and former member of the United States Congress. She was just elected governor of the great state of New Jersey. Please welcome Governor-elect Mikie Sherrill. Well, Governor-elect Sherrill, nice to have you on the show.
Nice to be here.
You are presently between gigs, as we say in my business. You resigned from Congress how long ago?
About a week and a half ago.
A week and a half ago, you heard Marjorie Taylor Greene was leaving. You're like, I'm out of here. If she's leaving,
right,
what's
exactly.
the use of staying anymore? Let's talk about your victory, okay? It was, I think you were the front runner for most of the race, but not by a ton. You know, the polls were like 3 or 4 points toward the end, something like that. Am I right?
Right. And I think that might have been like a generic ballot.
Sure.
But we were working incredibly hard to build something different.
Well, you sure did, because you won by 56.9% to 42.5%, which is 14.4 points, which political experts have a term for. It's called a curb stomping. November 4th was big for you, Abigail Spanberger, and Zoran Mamdani here in the city. What do you think? Do you think there's a commonality between any of those victories?
Yeah, I think fighting hard for people, listening to people on the ground, and delivering on a different vision than what is being presented by the president in Washington. And people, I think right now, these are scary times. And to navigate these is going to take some real leadership.
Donald Trump was one of the reasons why you ran for Congress in 2018. You saw the crisis of the moment. And what does resisting his agenda look like to you now that you be a governor of a state?
So, obviously, there are areas where I really need the federal government to start performing better when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to SNAP, schools, medical care, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to fight that and work with anybody in the administration who we can to deliver on those promises. But that doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form hiding or ducking or not standing up against those things that are going on that are so wrong. I mean, I'm glad you're sitting down. You might not know this. Some people are losing their jobs because they're speaking out against the President of the United States.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
It's horrible.
I hope you got something to back that up with. You were a Navy helicopter pilot. You were on the Armed Services Committee. Can you explain what's happening in the Caribbean right now? I mean, as members of Congress, do you get updates to what the administration is doing and any evidence they present?
Well, in its oversight responsibilities, Congress should get just that. I've sat on the House Armed Services Committee, and the chair of the committee, a Republican, and the ranking member, a Democrat, have both stated that, the administration owes them evidence and a hearing so that they can understand what evidence the administration's using on this bombing. And now, certainly, as you see the second bombing that took place when people were in the water, struggling, not a threat, that would be a war crime. It looks like it's a war crime to me, as somebody who served. And what's problematic about that is the fact that this country that I've spent my life serving is operating in this way. It's a stain on our honor. It's horrible. It's illegal. It's awful. But it's also now taking every single member of the armed forces and making them, once again, as they do in many cases almost every day, stop and say, what is my job here as I'm trying to serve the Constitution? Every member of our military takes an oath to the Constitution to protect and defend it. And so they are all weighing right now, do I stay and stand in the breach and try to protect against these types of actions? Or am I complicit? And where is the line? And that I hear all the time from so many people serving in federal government. What is my responsibility here? And so many people are trying to hold the line, but this type of incompetence, of disrespect for the military, of disrespect for our troops, of self-serving, and it is just so offensive to me as a veteran and as somebody who cares so deeply about service to this country and the troops who serve this country.
We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Governor-elect Mikie Sherrill. Everybody stick around.